Hello, this is Buyka. My short name is Buyka. My student number is 651856. This is MBA Human Resource Management class with Professor Johnny McKay. Today my presentation topic is fathers should be given same paternity leave as a maternity leave. I have divided my presentation into 7 parts. It will start with the introduction part. Next it will continue with the ongoing practices and legislations. And the third, I will talk about why should paternity leave be included in company benefits. In the fourth, benefits of paternity leave for companies. And the fifth, what would be the challenges of implementing equal paternity leave for a company. And the sixth, cultural and societal perspective. Finally, I will talk about conclusion. Introduction. Historically, parenthood has traditionally placed caregiving responsibilities on mothers, with maternity leave formalized in the early 20th century. In contrast, paternity leave wasn't introduced until later, with Sweden pioneering it in the 1970s to promote shared parental responsibility. However, most countries still offer shorter paternity leave than a maternity leave. Ongoing practices and legislations. In this part, I would like to talk about six countries, which is Sweden, Norway, Iceland, Canada, USA, finally Mongolia. Basically, Sweden, Norway, Iceland, these 3 countries are leaders in a shared parental leave, offering generous paid time off for both parents. Sweden provides up to 480 days of leave, with the portion dedicated to fathers, while Norway offers 49 weeks and Iceland gives equal leave to both parents. In Canada, it provides shared leave up to 18 months, but paternity leave is limited to 5 weeks at a lower pay rate. How about in America? America lacks a national paid parental leave policy, offering only 12 weeks of unpaid leave under FMLA, which is a Family and Medical Leave Act. Then how about in Mongolia? In Mongolia, mothers get 120 days of paid maternity leave. Above the fathers, they get offered at least 10 days of paternity leave, with offered compensation equivalent to their average salary. Then why should paternity leave be included in company benefits? That is a good question. Including paternity leave in the corporate benefits is essential, not only to align with the evolving expectations of the workplace, but also to adhere to the growing global legal and regulatory standards. As more countries acknowledge the significance of both parents' involvement in the child rearing, offering paternity leave is becoming increasingly recognized as a necessary component of fair employee benefits. In this case, I will talk about legal compliance. Many countries now require business to offer parental leave for both mothers and fathers. For example, Sweden mandates paid leave for both parents, with specific portion allocated to fathers, promoting gender equality. Employers failing to comply with these regulations may face legal consequences. Standardization and fairness. Providing paternity leave ensures fair treatment for all employees, regardless of gender. It helps maintain consistency in benefits packages, and reduces the risk of discrimination claims. Then what would be the benefits of paternity leave for companies? Paternity leave should be seen as a strategic benefit, offering advantages not only to employees but also to organizations. First benefit is promoting work-life balance and HRP. HRP is a human resource planning. Human resource planning supports both organizational and individual needs. Work-life balance is a key factor influencing employee satisfaction. Offering paternity leave becomes a critical way for organizations to support employees' personal leaves while ensuring occupational productivity. By providing paternity leave, companies help employees balance family and work responsibilities, which leads to lower stress, higher job satisfaction, and increased loyalty. Studies show that employees who utilize paid paternity leave experience improved work-life balance and ultimately boosting morale and productivity. Next, the second benefit is enhancing employee retention and reducing turnover. Having the right people in the right place at the right time doing the things which mutually fulfill organizational and individual goals. Paternity leave aligns with the HRP, which is a human resource planning, by supporting this principle. The impact of paternity leave on employees is significant, especially in terms of improving retention. A 2014 study by the Institute for Women's Policy Research found that organizations offering family-related benefits, such as paternity leave, experience lower turnover rates. Fathers are more likely to return to work after childbirth when granted time off, which helps retain skilled employees and reduce turnover. Human resource planning ensures the right people are in place by managing talent and fostering a supportive work environment that fulfills both organizational and individual goals. Offering paternity leave not only enhances employee retention but also strengthens long-term commitment, creating more inclusive, high-commitment company cultures, and maintaining a stable, productive workforce. On the other hand, what would be the challenges of implementing equal paternity leave in company? First barrier is a financial cost. The cost of paid paternity leave is a significant barrier, particularly for smaller organizations. Replacing employees can lead to higher operational costs and reduced productivity, especially in industries with limited staffing flexibility. Second, resistance to change and cultural barriers. Cultural norms often associate caregiving with mothers, leading to resistance against paternity leave for fathers. Employers and employees may hesitate to adopt such policies, with fathers fearing negative career consequences, especially in male-dominated industries. Next barrier is a complex policy implementation and administrative burden. Managing and monitoring paternity leave can be complex, especially for large organizations. Multinational companies face additional challenges in implementing consistent policies across countries with different regulations. For instance, a company operating both in the United States, where paternity leave may be short, and Sweden, where it is longer, might struggle to create one policy that works for both places. The company might also face difficulties in handling the different rules and processes in each country, making it harder for the HR, which is a human resource team, to manage. Final barrier is the cultural societal norms. In many societies, caregiving is still viewed as a primary mother's role, as I mentioned before, leading to social stigma for fathers taking a leave. This discourages many fathers from utilizing paternity leave. Cultural and societal perspective. In this part, I will talk about Mexico and Germany, two countries. These two countries are a good example of paternity leave. Cultural attitudes toward paternity leave vary greatly across countries. In Mexico, traditional gender roles assign caregiving to women and breadwinning to men, which limits support for paternity leave, although the law allows fathers take 5 days of paid leave. The short duration and combined with the societal expectations of men as a primary providers leads to low participation. Additionally, taking paternity leave is often stigmatized and some view it as a sign of weakness of a man. Then how about in Germany? It is opposite in Germany. In Germany, gender equality is strongly promoted through family policies. Fathers can take up to 2 months of paid leave. The Elternstate program. Elternstate is a German word. It's a program. This program can be shared. This program views as a can be shared with the mother and or taken separately of paternity leave. This policy supports co-parenting and aims to foster gender equality both at home and in the workplace. In conclusion, paternity leave promotes gender equality in caregiving and offers numerous benefits for employees and companies, including improved work-life balance, employee retention, and leads to high commitment inclusive workplace culture. Countries like, as I mentioned before, Sweden, Germany, Canada show the positive impact of paternity leave on a workplace culture and employee satisfaction. On the other hand, challenges such as financial costs, resistance, and culture barriers hinder widespread adoption. Companies should integrate paternity leave to create more equitable work environment and address demographic challenges in countries with the declining birth rates. In this case, it can be mentioned Japan, South Korea, China, Singapore. These countries have a high declining birth rates. So companies allowing paternity leave for both fathers and mothers, it will help reduce birth declining rates. Finally, personally, I hope that my future workplace will offer paternity leave, allowing me to support my family and be actively involved in my child's early life. That's it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for taking time to view my presentation, Professor. I truly appreciate your attention and feedback. Have a good day, Professor.